Oh, we live, we live, we live, we live. You heard
Yo,
me.
welcome back again. You know what we do when we go live. Welcome to the Factz podcast, the best football show that you ever see on this planet. You know what I mean? I see recently Sky Sports. They been stealing our style, guys. I don't know if y'all have seen this, but Sky Sports and
What they
especially
do?
talksport, they've
Nah,
been on
yeah.
our style, man. You know what I mean? Ever since I heard what's that guy named Graham Souness say Factz. I knew that we made it. I should have clipped that. So that should be like in our intro. You know what I mean? Graham
Yeah.
fuck with us.
Yeah,
Graham
nah,
fucks with us.
facts.
But welcome to this edition, man. You know what I mean? It's been a very good week. You know, this week I've come prepared with notes. I've been looking around, seeing what's going on.
He's had time off. You know what I'm saying?
I had time
He's had
off.
time
You know,
off.
Chelsea has
He's
been
had
playing.
time.
That's why I'm wearing red today. You know, I'm comfortable to switch sides. But
You.
before we even get into anything, man, you know, I don't know if y'all saw this about Usain Bolt. I just want to just bring that up.
Nah, that's
I don't know if
real.
y'all saw
That's real.
about them stealing his $12 million of savings.
That's real.
That's
Wait,
real.
what?
Yeah, man, they tried to steal from our boy Usain Bolt, man.
Damn.
12
Jeez.
mil, man.
Yeah, he had it in I think it was like one of these investments accounts. And they might have kind of like scammed him. So I saw that from when I read the reports, he was telling them like he was threatening them that they have to give him his money back or he's gonna file a lawsuit. So
Hell yeah.
I hope that nigga
12
get his
mil?
money back, bro. Cause like I don't know if Phelps took over Bolt, but he's like one of the most decorated Olympians of all time. If Bolt's
Who?
not one, it's two. You're saying Bolt.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Michael Phelps might be number one, but you know, Bolt is one of our historians, man. And shout out to Bolt. I hope he get his money, man.
Yeah, I guess he wasn't fast enough to see them coming to take his money.
You were itching to say that, huh?
But anyways, let's get to football. Even though Usain Bolt, he played football too. That man is a well-decorated man, man.
He
did
should
the
have
race.
actually went to United.
Wait, didn't he play for United? Like,
That's why he
Man,
played
we
for
got-
United.
Dortmund.
Oh yeah,
Was it a
Dortmund.
trial?
Dortmund, talk about clout chasing. Go on, man. Yeah, let's
we
start.
gotta start properly.
Eh,
Hold up.
Marketing.
We got a newcomer first time on the podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Who?
Blue Lems or
Oh,
Lemon
man.
Blue.
This guy, bro.
I was like,
Limbs.
what is my screen not showing me?
Yeah,
Blue hair, blue hair
Lems,
lens.
man. How you feeling?
Welcome
man? It's
back.
been a minute. Welcome back.
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me again. Thanks
You're
for having
welcome.
me.
But now,
Welcome
also
back.
before we start the football though, man, since we are all Gambian in this motherfucker, we gotta say shout out to Popcorn, bro. I love Popcorn for the rest of my life, bro. Unruly boss. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What did Popcorn do?
What you mean?
What do you do?
Yeah.
What do I mean? What did he do?
I
He shout
listen-
out Gambia in one of his songs.
Hardest songs
He did what?
in 2023. Popcorn. He just dropped the album, and he was talking about Gambia in there, bro.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Shout out.
So if y'all,
I've only heard one song from the album, so allow me.
it might be that one, but the album, I mean, I
Yeah, I gotta
think
check
it's
it
a
out.
good album though. It's a good album. I don't think it's I think it's not better than the one with the silence and all that shit. I forgot the name of it, but it's up there. It's up there. So shout
Ice
out to
Spice
Popcorn.
and Popcorn. Which album is better?
Nah, come on, Lulu, leave this Ice Spice.
Ice
Back to
Popcorn
the
for sure.
football, guys.
Ice Spice, man. Ice
Popcorn.
Spice, man.
Hey, unruly.
Yeah. She a
Speaking of
baddie,
ruling,
baddie friend.
You know what I mean? There was a big game that happened this weekend. You know, I've seen that there's a new rivalry that is trying to brew
I knew, right?
in the football industry. You know, it was the first of a mini series, the first game of the 3 games. You know, Arsenal versus Man City
Talk about it.
Man.
at the Etihad.
You see,
Yeah.
Talk
you
about
know
1-0.
what the vibe is. You know what's going on.
It was a little bit underwhelming. I thought it was
I
gonna
know
be
a
like
Chelsea
high
fan
scoring.
ain't talking about an underwhelming game. I know I did not hear that coming from a Chelsea fan.
Yeah, I'm
that is
just
true.
looking for not a boring game. Shit, but
Nah, that is true, though.
no, that was a
but
good
the
one,
game
man.
was. I think the game was. Yeah, it was
Talk to
not
us.
as chaotic as people I guess wanted it to be. But I think it comes as a result of Arsenal rotating their first 11 and then us just not being at our best right now. So the game wasn't as blockbuster as people wanted it to be. But I feel like the league games with them fielding their first 11 and then, this win, I think it's going to give us, it's going to remind us of how good we can play even when we're not playing good. So I think I'm looking forward to those two games because we did not play good. Arsenal could have easily scored 2 goals with Nketiah, but he was just unlucky that day. I think they could have easily won the game, but I guess luck was just on our side, and Ortega had an amazing game. So
Ortega,
I think of that game, if anybody won or if we had to do a replay, I would not have been mad. But I'm happy, obviously, that we won the game. So 2 more games to go against this team that's trying to. They're holding
this team.
Like
I said, this team.
They're up there right now, but those 6 points, we are coming for the 6 points.
Nigga said these people.
Talk about it.
These people, man. But I don't understand how Arsenal have ducked us until February. That's what I'm still trying to understand.
But let me ask you this question though. Like,
we're coming for the 6 points.
I saw somebody saying that Ake is overrated or underrated.
Yeah, definitely.
I think he's rated how he should be rated.
No, Ake.
I don't think. I don't think because people know Ake is like when he was at Bournemouth, everybody knew how much of a good defender he is. I think it's just him coming to Man City. People just want to hate on him, but he's still the same player. He's. I don't like him as a left back. That's my problem with Ake. I would prefer to see him as a center back. But he's been playing good. He hasn't really put a foot wrong since his early weeks at the club. He was a little shaky, but I think he's solidified his position as of right now with John Stones and Ruben Diaz and Laporte in and out of the team. I think he's solidified his place in the first 11.
What about the beef that's going on in Man City? Apparently, someone's not happy, especially for.
It's a lot of people not happy. Is Gundogan, Cancelo, Kyle Walker. Alvarez. A lot of people are not
Alvarez.
Alvarez. He's
coming to Atletico Madrid, man.
Oh, all right. Okay.
A racist club.
Alvarez needs to start. He knows he's earned his start. So when he's only getting 75-minute substitute appearances and cup games starts, as a player that just won the World Cup, you're young, but you and Haaland are pretty much the same age, so it's not even like a seniority thing. It's like a form thing, and I think based off of form after the World Cup, I feel like Alvarez should have started more games.
He can't do that though. He gotta be humble.
But to be fair to Pep Guardiola and City, Mahrez and what's his name, and Grealish have actually picked up form. To be honest, so it's like one of those where it's like.
100%.
Like you know what I mean. It's one of those where it's like you can't really bench a player that's on form. But then again, it's like Haaland had a run of form where he didn't play well. But Alvarez still didn't play. But then again, that's your like marquee signing, so 100%. You can't really put him on the bench. So it's like one of those where it's like too many quality players. That's the thing.
These players nowadays, I feel like these players nowadays, it's very hard for these players to become squad players and be a part of the team type shit, because especially with where social media is going, everyone wants to post their highlights, everyone want to post them doing their thing
pictures,
and shit. But they don't understand that you gotta work. Alvarez, nobody knew who the fuck he was before you came to Man City. The whole general.
Apparently he was being scouted though in the Prem though, because
But if you think about it, right? Nobody knew who Gabriel Jesus was when he came, and then Pep benched a whole Aguero when Jesus was on better form. So if Alvarez just won the World Cup and Haaland hasn't scored in 4 games, I think give Alvarez a start. I mean, he did start him, but he starts him with Haaland. So it's like either you're gonna start with Haaland or you're gonna bench, but you're never gonna start as the point striker. And I think I like the formation we play with Alvarez on the pitch with Haaland, but I would prefer if we did that with Foden, where we're playing we're playing like a 4-2-3-1 with Alvarez as like the false 9 behind Haaland. I think if Foden was put in that position, he would ball. So I would like to see us stick with this formation, but switch the players around. But I want to see Alvarez start with the Champions League coming back, FA Cup, here and all these, games that we're playing.
Games.
So
I think he'll definitely get more starts.
Are you saying that if you have Foden as a false 9, you're gonna bench Alvarez or you're gonna play him on the left?
No. Alvarez, that's what I'm saying. So I think Alvarez should be a striker with somebody supporting him behind. But if we're playing this formation with the false 9 and the striker, I would prefer to see Foden there because last year he played as a false 9 without somebody in front of him. I think if he plays with someone in front of him, he can play off of and play into. I think we'll see his best form. So just based of potential, I think Foden is at the point of his career where his potential should be like translating into performances back to back on the field, but he's been in and out of his position. He's been playing left wing, right wing, center mid.
Foden?
Foden. So I think play him where he played the whole of last season, either as a left winger with a false 9 or with Haaland there, or play him as the 10, but with Grealish starting and then Foden playing on the right. He's not really a right winger. So
but let me ask you this though. In your opinion, in your Man City best 11, is Alvarez starting?
In our best 11?
Yeah.
Nah, because in the Alvarez thing is I think with Haaland
and he got 5 foot.
With Haaland scoring again, the Alvarez bias is kind of settling down a bit. I think our best 11 right now, based off of form.
Fuck form.
No, it has to be form. That's how I think.
It has to be form. Because Jesus had an advantage. He was lucky because Aguero was on his tail.
No, because our best team right now, I would say right back right back Walker, center back Stones and Diaz, left back Cancelo. But Walker, Cancelo are not really on form, so I wouldn't put them in our best 11 right now.
I understand the form can be misleading too, because I'm just trying to see where you rate Alvarez in that team.
Oh, I love Alvarez. That's what I'm saying.
Do you love
him enough to start it? If you get a player to try and, like, if you have a striker and then you get another striker that's supposed to either compete with the other striker or push them to be better, but when one striker is off of form, you don't bench him for the other guy. I don't think that's fair.
Who's off form?
Haaland didn't score in 4 games.
Oh.
So you can't. You gotta give the other strikers some start, like some reason to stay at the club. Because if Alvarez is sitting there saying, "I just won the World Cup, this guy hasn't scored in 4 games, and I'm still not starting," like, he's gonna start getting ideas, and we don't want niggas getting ideas.
If that nigga gets ideas this early in his Man City career, he needs to leave anyways because he.
Nah. But that's what I'm saying. It's just like a feeling. Like when you start getting
he needs to leave. He needs to leave. Yeah.
He does not need to leave.
Nigga, okay, come to Arsenal.
Relax.
We need a striker.
We got a good home for you here, Alvarez. You know what I'm saying?
We just need to find a way to appease both of them. I think they both deserve starts, but one player that I think should when he's on his form should be starting every game is Foden. And I think for him to get on his form, he has to play, and he hasn't been playing. So I would love to see when everybody's firing to see what our first 11 would be. But this season, Pep is just on some weird. We have not had the same back four for like 10 games in a row. So I don't know what he's doing, but yeah.
How do you feel like he rotates? Does he rotate players based off form, or does he have his own?
No, I think he says he does it based off of like training. Like when you come into training, he'll see how intense you're training or like how good of a session you have. And that's how he picks like the 50-50s. That's how he'll pick it. So I don't know. Pep. That's why I don't be, if I was a betting man, I would never bet on a Man City starting 11 because I would lose every single time.
No, like thanks.
No, that's fair.
Arsenal, talk to us, man.
Oh, boy. Sorry. Do you know what? Yeah, for me, I wanted us to play a stronger team, but you know, it was the team that I did like the team that we played, but I did feel that we should have just, you know.
How many changes? Was that what, one change?
No. It was like 4 or 5.
No, not 7. The commentator said 7, but I don't think it was 7. I think he changed.
It might have been because it was Trossard, Vieira,
the goalkeeper.
He changed the whole back line apart from Gabriel. So yeah,
and the goalkeeper too.
Yeah. The whole back line, yeah.
So was
back
that
five.
he
Sorry.
threw away the game in your opinion?
Nah.
I wouldn't say he threw away the game. I wouldn't say he threw away the game. But because at the end of the day, I think we played well. We just couldn't. We didn't really take our chances. I don't think Man City really offered anything personally. They were okay, but I think that's just my opinion. I think we was just not clicking in the final third. Like I think, like you can say Man City defended well, but I just don't think attacking wise we was clicking because I think our worst player was Saka, attacking wise, which said a lot considering he's our best player. I did a good job on him. No, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like for the fact that he was our worst player and he's normally our best player, so it just showed to me that we just weren't at the races.
Man,
but
I saw a clip of that boy Saka. He didn't know what the 3 elements was.
What?
Never mind, that's so left.
What elements? What are you talking about?
They asked him, I forgot, like solid liquid and gas. My guy said solid liquid and ice.
What?
Oh, this guy.
I gotta say you on TikTok. I gotta say you that shit, bro. But yeah,
bro, what? Listen,
I had to roast him for that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like Saka, you still in school, bro. You should be knowing what the 4. What? I don't even know what they call, but you should know the 3.
Bro, wait, if you don't know it, you're expecting him to know it.
I be having gaps in my brain.
And at the earth, wind, fire shit.
Whoa, what is this? Avatar?
Is the like you have solid, liquid, and gas. What do they call?
I said earth, wind, fire.
I thought that was elements.
So right now, to your statement, we've realized that even we don't know what Saka didn't know. Nah.
I know it. I just don't know what the thing.
Yeah.
Of course.
But nah, Saka, you still in school, bro. You should know this shit, bro. Yeah.
Nah. You know what? I think. Listen, I think we played okay. I don't think we played the best, but I think we played okay. And how can I say this? I liked how we played because it showed that away from home we're still as resilient. We just came up against a better team, and yeah, apart from that, bro, I'm not really fussed about Man City. We'll wait till they come to the Emirates, really.
Oh,
to see what happens.
Do you feel like you guys can beat them
at the Emirates? Yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah, I am for sure. Like I know with our supporters, because the Etihad was quiet, fam. So do you know what I'm saying?
The library.
It's been like for a couple months. So
yeah, it's been quite quiet recently. So I think if they come Emirates with our fans, especially us losing, yeah, I think we saw last season. We saw last season when they scored the last minute goal, how happy they was. They was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. They was like,
I ain't even gonna get into that.
We scored. They was like,
well, on the flip side of that, right? If we do beat you guys at the Emirates, what does that? Do you feel like that will put some fire under your tail in the title race, or are you still?
I think it would make us like I think it would make the players reassess, but I think it would make Arteta should use that as a realization, like the job is not done yet. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I think that it could work both ways for us, but I think this game, the fact that this was a rotated side, and I think we played quite well, and players like Emil weren't there, who I thought would have been perfect for this game.
Oh, Smith.
Yeah. I think
where's he?
He's injured again. Yeah.
Who you said was good, Lems?
Trossard was good.
But Trossard was good, but I wanted more Saka not to be played, so we had Emil on that right hand side, or something, or Vieira, or just someone. Like I didn't want Saka to play.
Because
personally.
to be fair, what's his name? Like Arteta was very weird with it because you're resting players, but you still put on your best players when you know what I mean.
You might as well just start at your strong team.
You might as well just start with a strong team and then bench them later.
Do you know what it is? I think Arteta has always. This is not something new to me. The fact that when he does rotate, he still brings on first teamers, because we remember like last season we came from that 1 game a week situation, and that's what he was always doing when he did rotate. So the fact that he has done it again, I saw it as more as okay, we're losing, we're trying to get back into it, and let me get the players who are used to playing back on the pitch just to try and salvage something, if that made sense. Like, and it gives them just more minutes underneath their legs.
I think it's more of that also, because like when you have, even that's what Ten Hag's doing with Rashford. Like there's games where he still plays him. It's just to keep that form going and just keep them like still in that rotation.
Just keep them ticking.
Yeah, like you don't want to play them the whole game.
I got a choice.
And when you you can play, like this, like some of the games that we didn't, like you didn't need to play, or he bench players, you could have put Garnacho, started Garnacho. But it's just what I'm saying. I think it's because you want to keep those players going. You want to keep minutes under their belt, and you want to, possibly just don't like make them feel like, okay, like you're playing at a high level. You should get used to playing, every other game,
But no.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, listen, like I said, man, I listen, the performance for me was good. Like, and for me, it's like, when I say good, obviously I take it with a pinch of salt because I did want us to win. But, I think this performance made us Arsenal fans a bit more reassertive, like, oh, okay, we put up a decent fight. We should have been better, but, listen.
Nigga say they ain't worried.
But I think you're gonna really know where y'all at the Premier League. You couldn't really judge that game though, because I feel like I don't think it was high intense both teams.
No,
the
but
Premier
for us
League
it was because of the team because of the road. Like, if he played a full strength team, then I hear that. But the fact that we rotated, that's what I took a step back and said, okay, you know what? Let me actually look at these players who are not the starters, like the Vieira, Trossard, who just came. Kieran, how he is currently with obviously the last year injury and him getting back to proper fitness. Tommy coming back from his weird cough. Like there was so much stuff that I was looking at, like, and they played well. Like, that's the thing. Our worst player was Saka, and Saka wasn't horrible. He just wasn't as good as he normally is. And if that's
Ake did a good job.
No, no, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like, he wasn't bad, but he just wasn't as good as he is. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So if we lost one, like, we lost 1-0, and that's the worst, that's the baddest takeaway, bro, we're chilling, man. You know what I'm trying to say? Because, honestly, we're chilling.
Win the league. That's all.
We didn't hold 6. We didn't hold 6 when we went to the Etihad. Obviously, you know what I mean.
Biggie, I know you don't. Okay. You're not talking, bro. Don't make me pull a picture out.
Listen, pull the picture. We didn't hold 6, bro. That's like,
you held 8.
Bro, how old were you? How old was you? How old was you?
What's your age?
How old was you when that happened? How old was you when that happened?
When that game was happening, I remember that. We were at
go. Listen,
I
remember that.
Yeah, you do
listen,
remember.
I blocked. Listen,
you brought it
There's
up.
something called a selective memory in it. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
You
let it go.
Don't worry
bro.
about that 6. Whatever. It's whatever, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm in this group chat. I have more titles than all of y'all, so it don't really matter. It don't really matter. It doesn't really matter.
But for how long?
I'm just saying. But now last thing on Arsenal though, I want to talk about this. One, I already told y'all should win the league, bro. I'm shooting for Arsenal this season. I'm
Why are you rooting for Arsenal to win?
And also, I've started to respect Nketiah. When I saw this nigga's nose, I'm like, Nketiah is one of us, bro. That nigga is straight from Banjo. I'm supporting y'all.
That nigga said that man to nyak.
Bro, I saw his nose. I'm like, yeah, that's one of my brothers. So,
what's it called?
Win the league,
Eddie, bro.
Win the league, bro.
He's been balling for us. I can't lie.
So Man City, Arsenal, how you feeling going into? When is the first game?
February 18th, I think.
February 18th.
16th or 16th.
So if y'all playing each other like this, how y'all feeling?
I'm gonna be in England then. That'll be good.
You gonna be in London?
I'll pop down in London. Let's see. We'll see.
I Spice gonna be there too. So That's gonna be it.
I'm probably gonna go watch that game at the stadium. So we'll see.
Are you gonna be there?
Nah, not in the game, at the pub. Like there's a pub next to the stadium.
True.
Yeah.
You can get that
Fam,
atmosphere.
you think it's tickets? Oh my god, this thing, I didn't want to get into it, bro.
Yeah, I heard that shit is crazy.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna get. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, you think egg is expensive? Go and try and buy a ticket.
Who?
I said, you think eggs are expensive? Go buy a ticket.
You can say eggs.
But yeah, no, but like, listen, but like, okay, wait. Let me ask. Like, so, what is like you lot's takeaway from how the FA, like, obviously we're gonna get into the other results here, but like, would you say, obviously us being out and how the rest of the other stuff is formed in terms of the teams being in and out, where does City's like chances go to winning it? Is it higher now? Yeah, it's higher now, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's gotta be.
Because now we're out and a couple other teams are out.
Chelsea's out.
Yeah,
FA Cup.
Yeah, I think Spurs and United are still the only other. Are Newcastle in there too? Are the only other top 5 teams in there? So
I don't think Newcastle are. I think they got knocked
out.
I think they're out.
They're in the League Cup though.
Or they're in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, I don't think they are. I think they got knocked out by Stevenage.
Brighton are there still.
Brighton. I think there's still a couple teams there that can kick us out.
Brighton beat Liverpool.
Yeah, especially if we play like how we played against Arsenal. I think if any team comes there with their first 11, I think it's gonna be a tough game for us because we need to get our stuff together.
I mean,
I don't understand this whole thing on Man City because it's like they're winning their games and people are saying, oh, they didn't play their best.
No, but we're not winning. We won this game, but look, our last 5 games, we only have 2 wins.
Man, like I told you from the start of the season, you guys are not as strong as last season. So if you guys win, you guys have to be grateful and focus on what you have now. You're not going to reach the level.
You see, that's how you end up. That's how you end up in Chelsea's position, just taking scraps. We don't want scraps. Man said, just be happy with what you got. No, I refuse.
You should be grateful.
I want to go back to winning 7-0 every weekend.
Nigga over here just complaining, oh, we're not playing good. Nigga, we not playing good, Nick. You
but
what you got.
Good.
Hold on, calm down.
Nah. We're talking about not being good. Yeah, listen, let's talk about Liverpool, man. Yeah,
yes, please.
I'm ready.
Lem's got on his background.
Yeah,
shout out Mitoma because
that
game. I think he's been showing Liverpool out like the last couple of times they've played. You know, like there's just one person that you hate coming against when you play like a FIFA tournament or something, bro. Mitoma, Liverpool are praying that he gets injured before every game because the way he has Trent in Inception nightmare, I don't think anybody can.
Bro, I don't even think Trent deserves. I don't even think Trent deserves to get to get hooked off, bro. That was deep.
To get hooked off, he got subbed off.
Yeah, Milner would not have made a difference. I don't think Milner made that much of a difference. I don't think it was Trent's.
Go on.
I don't think it was Trent's fault. Mitoma was just. It's like if you come up against Messi and he's dribbling you, you're gonna take.
What you mean not Trent's fault?
No, it wasn't, bro. Mitoma was just right in the way they were playing. You can't blame Trent for Mitoma getting behind that much. Like you can't blame
England international.
Because I'm saying no. To be fair, I haven't watched a betting game where Mitoma was quiet. So it's like it's one of those where it's like you just gotta take it, man. Like
what are y'all talking about? Wait, so are we giving credit to Mitoma and we're saying, Trent, next time you get him, or is it Trent that do better?
You'll never get.
That one. Just charge it to the game. You ain't never getting this. Just forget about this guy. Don't worry about this guy again.
It reminds me of the
back
the Croatia and Argentina game when Messi was doing Gravidol dirty, but Gravidol had a good game. You know what I mean? It's one of those where it's like
okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. Wait, so we say Mitoma is what? That's the Asian Messi?
All right, okay.
Let's not do this. But nah, so wait. So wait. I think I'm gonna let this person speak on my man. Mo Salah. Mohammed, take it away.
Nigga
Take it
feeling.
away, take it
Oh,
away,
God.
take it away, take it away, take
You're
it.
giving my boy
Mama, take
power.
it away, man. Listen.
Take me to church.
Mama,
Nah,
take
bro. What's Salah, bro? I don't know what to say about this guy, man.
That's your
Like,
Toma.
You know what I'm saying? I think he gave the assist. He gave the assist to no, I'm not claiming him. He spells it differently. Yeah, we different. We different.
Nigga said that's your Toba. Mohammed.
But you know, he gave the assist to Elliott, right?
Yeah.
I
good
feel
pass,
like now, right? Like when defenders are looking at Mo Salah, they're not even worried about him, bro. Like I looked at him, he just seems like just a regular winger. He's not even an inside forward anymore. He just seems like just a regular winger. I grab the ball, he's just pacey. That's all. Like I think that's all he's doing right now, bro. Even today, like I didn't really feel like he was in the game though. He had some okay moments. He had that chance he should have scored.
that was my sorry,
Yeah.
bro. Mo Salah, how the hell did you miss that, bro?
Yeah.
That was actually crazy.
And that is usually his bread and butter as well. Like,
bro, that one was crazy.
Liverpool, nothing's going good for Liverpool this season. I actually feel bad. But I don't feel bad, but I feel bad.
I don't.
Bro said feel bad.
Feel bad.
It's that midfield, man. That midfield is horrible. That midfield.
Have this enough midfield.
So yeah, I think it's just like is it?
I think it's deeper than midfield.
Me too, right?
It's
but no. What has been the drop off, bro? Because like Liverpool have
midfield
dropped significantly from last season.
Let me tell you what's going on.
How many goals does Salah have?
Let me tell you what's going on. This is what's going on. I feel like he overproduced the players that he had. They reached their max. Like so they are just crashing down. They have reached their max for the longest. They should have gotten actual talent in that team. Because let's be honest, Jordan Henderson, he did it to his maximum. He cannot do it no more. He gave the team everything that he had.
I agree with Henderson.
And then when you look at Wijnaldum leaving, they never really replaced Wijnaldum. They just filled in anybody in there type shit. And Elliott, he's young. He can't carry the team by himself. So it's like you go get Gakpo. Liverpool over talking about, oh, we don't have money. Nigga, you just went to go buy Gakpo. Why did you get Gakpo if you knew you had mistakes?
These top 5 Premier League clubs complain about money, bro. I hate it because
you know who don't have money? Niggas like Sunderland and shit, where they gotta go get loan players and shit. You got money, my boy. Go get you a Caicedo in South America playing in the streets and pay that nigga 3.5K. Do something, Nick. You know you notorious for that. We learned it off you, Liverpool. Go get an off-brand player and stop complaining.
No, but it's like I don't. There's that, and there's like, if you watch all the dominant teams, no one plays like running football. They control the football. If that makes sense. Like Arsenal, like midfield, it's not just running. It's like control. You know what I mean? Liverpool, City as well. Like you can only do the running for just a period of time, and then
I've been telling you, Liverpool play
like
long ball football, but people think I'm trolling.
Yeah,
that's
true. And it's like they're not replacing the players. There's not enough rotation. Like,
that nigga said it's Stoke.
They play pretty much every single game for the last 2 seasons.
Big Stoke.
The same 11,
every single game the last 2 seasons.
No, it's even like probably the last 3 seasons. Not even like maybe before, Like because even before they won the title, they were 11. No, you're right.
And you're not replacing the core 11. So it's like, it's one of those where it's like, obviously tired. They're going to get tired. People know your style of football. You're found out. And football is actually progressing from that high intensity pressing football. It's going away from that. So it's like one of those where it's like, Klopp has to pretty much change the whole 11 or most of the 11 and then change to something different. And the whole bringing in Nunes, it's a weird, I don't know. There's too much going on for Liverpool.
I think Joseph called it, bro, when he was comparing clubs teams with, after 3 years, like they just wear out.
7.
What?
It was after 7 years.
That's what he said?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I thought it was but it's the same thing. I mean, when I look at that team, like MB saying, I mean, we could say long ball, but they just run, bro. They run the whole 90 minutes. They run it, and it's hard to sustain that with that players and with the age of that squad, especially with your key players. It's hard to sustain that. And what's happening now is the players that would bail them out are not having a great season. Van Dijk is not having a great season.
He's injured as well.
Dikey.
He's been out. Also, yeah, hold on. Fuck, I mean, Salah, all of them are not having a great season. But I don't know which one of y'all niggas was telling me Gomez is a great center back, that he's actually better than one of my defenders.
No, Gomez is a good defender,
I
though.
feel like it was MB
So
that
Joe
said
Gomez.
it. I don't know.
Joe Gomez.
One of
No,
y'all
I've
niggas-
never,
one of y'all
I've
niggas
never.
was bigging
Like
him
he's
up
a
to
good
the point.
defender.
He's a
But
good defender,
great?
though. He's a good defender.
That's a
He's a
shame
good
I've never
defender.
called
MB,
Joe
you
Gomez
know.
great.
It's
I'm
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
he's a good defender.
Lulu's back
It was Lulu?
That's the
I
first
don't know,
face he
bro.
saw.
Yeah. I saw MB in my
Me?
head. MB told me that shit.
Miguel, you know what I
Nah.
do. He's the first
It was
person he
Lou?
saw.
Yeah, nigga, like, don't ever tell me some shit like that again, bro.
I really said
Nigga, Joe
me.
Gomez.
Joe Gomez.
Now, Joe Gomez better than some of your defenders, though. Don't get
Nah,
twisted.
fuck no. He's not better than any four. He's not
Nah,
better than
he's not-
Lindelof. He's
he-
not better than
yeah.
Maguire, bro.
Yeah, nah.
So I'm not having that shit.
I don't know. Him and Lindelof might be done.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lindelof's a
Yeah,
might
like,
be
I don't
done.
even
What's
know.
up?
You ain't gonna just put Lindelof in there and just let us slide.
Yeah, Lindsay, come on
And
now.
also, let's get back to Liverpool. Like,
Lindsay Lohan.
Does club doesn't. I don't think club thinks. I think clubs thinks that like we're all
Wait.
like stupid.
As
Bro,
wait, let me ask you this. As non-fan,
Some of the things this nigga's press conference is.
No. Me?
Bro,
It's
they
not
don't-
for us.
they
Say
don't-
this.
But
I'm
they
gonna
don't
say this.
question him.
Let me go on.
Club,
They don't
they
question
be
it. They be
Yitterman Club in these press
Facts.
conferences, bro.
Yes.
They be,
Yeah,
they
facts,
be
facts.
having conversations with Club like they at
Yes.
a dinner table, but
Yes.
any other manager, they would
Yes.
like
Oh,
ask
yeah.
you the questions that you have nightmares about. But Club, they just be having a simple conversation with him.
Remember,
I don't fuck with that.
remember when Ten Hag lost like the first 4 games, and then they had a talk with him, Gary Neville and thingy.
on him.
Pep Guardiola just came.
Gary
to the
Neville
league.
is a cloud chaser.
What's his name? Pep
You
Guardiola
are
just
cloud
came to the
chaser,
league.
nigga.
Arteta as well. They were like, oh, like, can he do that? You know what I mean? Like, they just love Klopp too much, man.
Yeah,
The
because I'm
media
listening
love
to his bro. He's talking about all kind of random
You
shit.
can move in that skip.
It's like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, did you watch that performance? You know, he's sitting there like, oh yeah, like even that Brighton game. I think in the Prem he was talking about like he knew they were gonna lose. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, they asked him something like has the team lost hope or something, and he was like, "Oh, it's your job to ask questions. You can cut as deep as you want." I said, "Bro, why is he being so emotional?"
Man, Klopp trying to save his job. He trying to save his job. That's not
Bro,
for us.
he's being so emotional in these press conferences, bro.
And
Like,
he be going like
they'll
in tangents.
never sack him though. Like if he's leaving on his own terms. He's not gonna.
Man, why don't they go
Understand.
loan some player in? I'm not
I mean,
worried about no.
They loaned Arthur, didn't they? And then he's injured.
Who?
I don't think they're gonna sign anyone. It's like who
They
they
nah,
gonna
signed
sign?
he
Gakpo,
said
bro.
they're not signing anybody.
They
Yeah.
signed Gakpo, so like that's their big
But
sign.
No, but that's it.
Send that
That's
nigga
it.
back.
What's his name?
Let me show you how that
young
nigga
kid-
runs. Hold on.
The young kid,
Keep that.
Bayesic, or whatever his name is. He's been playing good, to be honest.
Yeah, he's come
been
through the
only-
academy and
he's good.
whatever.
Yeah, they bought him as a center back, like for the academy, but he's turned to a CDM now, which is
There you go.
But I wonder how
Yeah.
they're gonna turn this around because like
They're not. The season's done.
But, oh, there's
Not
even
this
a point where he
season,
was
not
like,
this
oh,
season.
they were talking, and this is one of his pre-matches. They asked him a question. He said, yeah, they said Pep mentioned it's like before Pep mentioned it, I mentioned it. It's like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
not
Talk
this,
about
not this
he's
season at
not
all.
he's not talking about the issues they're having. He's deflecting. Like Liverpool are playing horrible, bro. They literally like where are they? Where are they at the table? Like 11th, 10th. Like come on,
Damn.
bro.
No, we
They're
10th.
next
We
to
10th.
Chelsea. Next to Chelsea.
They 11th.
We know,
Yeah,
Nick.
So like come on, bro. Like I understand that y'all having a bad season, but the point where y'all at, like how many injuries do they even have really? Today.
Nah, they have a lot.
That's what I was
though.
saying.
Nah, they have a lot. They have a lot. They have
Who-
a
Like
lot.
4.
God.
They have like 4.
Yeah, but it's
But
4
that's it.
key players
But
though.
that's the key
Like,
players,
come on,
though,
man.
yeah.
Like,
But let's be honest. This team they put
Nah,
out today,
bro.
come on, they could have done
Yeah,
something.
they
I mean, at
not
least they
even
scored.
11th.
At least they
Yeah, but
scored.
it's
But Brighton,
Brighton,
is a good team though.
Brighton.
So
it's not.
maybe
It's
I'll
not
calm
about
down.
doing something. It's about like remember they had a whole a whole front three. That's only one player that's used to the system, and they even changed his system. Like Darwin Núñez is not obviously not hit the ground running, and Cody Gakpo literally just came into that team, like literally like a couple weeks ago. Like, come on, and especially for me, yeah, I feel like their biggest miss is Jota. I think he's their big.
Oh,
obviously,
Jota.
obviously, Luis Diaz is obviously a big miss, but I think Jota.
I think
Diaz
Diaz more. I mean, Jota
Firmino.
scores
Nah,
goals. Though, but
I think Jota, man.
I feel
Yeah,
like
Jota's a
that
big miss. I
attack
agree
is
to that.
missing like that threat. You know, and I feel like I see what you're saying, because Jota ultimately scores the goal that wins the games. But in terms of that threat, that penetration, I think they're missing Diaz more personally.
For me, it's also, I think they can all be right answers as well. Firmino as well, obviously a big miss as well. Like they're all big misses, to be honest. So it's like
a club might not be that good of a manager. That's true too. We gotta look at that.
Hey, Brighton might win the FA Cup.
Salah might not be great. We gotta examine that. Salah might just be a good.
Nah, he'll be back though. He's just having a little hiccup.
Y'all forgetting that just before Klopp came to Liverpool, they were finishing 7th and 8th place, bro. So like with Lulu saying that, they're pushing above their weight, that means that when you push above your weight, at some point you're gonna come back down to where you
exactly. There you go. And so this how Gakpo be running on the pitch. He remind me of the nigga from Monsters.
I think Liverpool, they had their good run. They won, Champions League, Premier League, couple cups, but I think they're going back down to where they belong.
It depends on what owners they get to, because they're trying to sell the club. So
and them niggas be broke.
And because of their mentality, like Liverpool, they've always been that club that are so reluctant to spend. But like, bro, you see everybody around you spending, but you want to save money. Like you're not gonna be able to keep up with everybody, to be honest.
Don't
like,
say
they have a model that they follow. So like I think that was the owners, FFG, that's FSG. They were saying that they don't
go Hakasano want to get chicken and chips. It doesn't work.
No thanks. Come to the barbecue chicken and chips.
Doesn't work. Honestly.
Nigga went to the steakhouse ordering fries. Come on, man.
Nah, niggas be doing that though. I hate seeing that. Y'all think y'all doing something when y'all go to a steakhouse and get like fries?
But how do we get to this?
I be hating
people hungry, that's why we
act like they stunting. You're not stunting, bro. Yeah, asparagus. So but let's get back to the football, man.
Let's move from Liverpool. I feel like we conclude with Liverpool, Brighton. Shout out to Brighton.
Okay. Let me. I just want to end this. Quick question. Yes,
and I got one more point to Lems.
If their poor form continues, do you see him getting fired?
Nah.
No. I think he leaves on his
I don't think he'll ever. Like you said, I think he has to leave
on merit.
Plus, they're selling the club too, so you don't want to like fire a manager, get in like, especially a manager like club.
Hey, you don't know who they get. The new owner might not be
Newcastle. Newcastle sold the club and got a new manager.
But
now they're
Chelsea too.
They had Steve Bruce. Like whoever, like let's say like a big club fires their manager to get a new manager. You want to get a club. You don't buy a club. You don't buy a club. Have Klopp as a manager, fire him to just get somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trolling him, but Klopp is
how
still
successful has Klopp really been at Liverpool?
Nah, he's been
really been at Liverpool.
He's been their best manager for a decade, bro.
BK, did you say relegated?
What if Liverpool gets Zidane?
Oh, I thought you said relegated.
Nah, that's not gonna work. They need someone who can work on a budget like Pochettino. They might go get Pochettino or something.
Zizou. I don't really rate Zidane as a coach though, so
what?
Crazy.
Yeah, I think that he had the players, bro. He had the players.
But he was riding for us.
He had the players.
I was just about to say that.
Which players did Ferguson have?
Shameless.
Didn't Ferguson have Ronaldo and Rooney in their prime, bro?
I'm not gonna address that line.
Ferguson got carried.
So wait, who is the manager supposed to manage if not the players? What do you mean it's the players?
Anyway,
Ferguson got carried. We know the truth.
I ain't gonna respond to all these nonsense.
What?
Lems, I hear your comment about
Gakpo.
Listen,
what?
Gakpo, I'm done with Gakpo. He went to Liverpool, so niggas control him.
Wait.
What I was saying was that I like.
He was on him. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't know who Gakpo was.
I like what I was seeing, but he
when I was telling them, Gakpo is shite. He's not that guy. They were like, nah, you know that you get him. You should have. I swear.
In our system, he wouldn't have been shit. You know what I'm saying? In our system, he wouldn't have been shit.
I've been telling y'all, these World Cup players that you signed because of a World Cup, you would never come good. I'm telling you.
And YouTube highlights, bro.
The World Cup is what? Maximum 8 games?
I mean, I'm about to see. They had some big. We got Valencia, the Ecuadorian Valencia after the World Cup.
We signed Alvarez before the World Cup, nigga.
There's been some players you signed after World Cup and they still had good hits.
Rodriguez, there's a lot.
Nah, Rodriguez is a bad buy though for Real Madrid. Let's not do
for Real Madrid. What?
Nah, he was decent.
James was decent.
The price was just too high, but
in my opinion, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
James
but now, But yeah,
I
let's
swear
go.
he
Let's
bang,
go
like,
to United, man.
United. I thought we were at United already.
I guess, yeah, but I like what's going on, man. And I like the fact that Rashford's record is gone. That he didn't get the record. I would have been happy for him to get it, but I don't like once you start getting those things to continue on, like it's just win the trophy. That's the most important thing. Like let's
What are
stay
you talking
focused.
about?
So in the game against in the FA Cup against who did we play? Reading.
Yeah, most consecutive goals
yeah,
for
like
yeah, in United in Old Trafford. Yeah.
Consecutive goals in Old Trafford. I think he would have tied or beat he would have
he's
been a
tied
record
now,
holder.
yeah.
Yeah, he would have been a record holder. I don't know if we play next at Old Trafford, but now the record is gone.
And you say you don't want him to have it?
Yeah, I didn't. That sounds harsh,
Bizarre.
right? It sounds harsh,
Bizarre.
but
That don't even make no sense.
I just want the focus to be on the game and not these personal records. You know what I'm saying?
But he has to score. If he
but
scored,
not pushing him to score goals.
Yeah.
Nah, but you could, but that like if he can still continue his goal scoring form though. But that record is not away from him. Now he can just continue playing. Like if he would have been there, it would have been all right. Score the next game. Score the next game. Yeah, it would have been like pressure. So for me,
You're pretty much saying you don't want him to score, pretty much.
Nah, that's not. That's what you're saying.
That's literally what you said.
I just want that personal thing to just go away.
That's a reverse. That's reverse support.
Let's focus on the team. Let's focus on the team. So he's
but
his mind's gonna be right.
they never supported Rashford anyway up until.
You don't like.
Anyway,
you just think you support Rashford,
moving on.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
what was
he seemed heartbroken about it because he tweeted about it. He was like, unfortunately, VAR. He gonna blame it on VAR. Nick, were you offside or not?
He was not offside, bro. That was not offside, bro. Let's relax. But nah, he's playing well though.
You would have been happy. You didn't want him to score, so you would have been happy with that with it being offside.
I mean, I was happy at the end of the. I wasn't happy. I was just like, okay, I'm glad that record is over. But nah,
this guy, bro.
I still want Rashford. Yeah, I'm making it seem like I hate Rashford.
I can't understand that logic. I'm not gonna lie.
I just feel like that would be a distraction to him. Like,
but how? Don't you think now he's gonna start trying to chase that record again?
Yeah, exactly.
Wouldn't you rather he just break it and then focus on football than try and go back to breaking the record?
Yeah, I want him to try again so he can keep scoring again back to back, and then right before you're about to get it, stop scoring and then try again. That's torture right there.
I see what y'all saying. I see what y'all saying. But I just want his focus to be on just like, let's just keep winning games. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep
by scoring goals.
Listen, bro.
Exactly.
It made sense in my head, and I'm glad. Just keep going, bro. I like his performances. He's starting to improve his game. He was feeling himself with that trick he was doing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really think Rashford was. He doesn't really pull out the skills. I think the last time he did was against Ake, when he flip-flopped him in the in the corner post. So my guy is feeling himself.
This guy.
Must said it was against Ake.
Nah, seriously, it was the corner flag, bro. He had that boy on toast. And Ten Hag, bro, like I like what he's doing, man. I feel like he's starting to understand the team. He's starting to understand the game. He's making the right changes.
Bro, it was Reading, bro. They're like battling relegation in the champ. Bro, move on, bro.
No, I'm just saying that like with the changes he
made,
he
just got beat by Arsenal, man.
And we beat Arsenal before in the beginning of the season.
Just recently,
yeah, and it's a draw.
Yeah, but Reading are like 11 in the. You should have beaten them like 5. Like no.
Hey, why Ten Hag don't trust? He seems like he don't trust the youngsters, because you would think that at home against Reading he would play.
He's like
pedestrian them.
It's one of those where it's like you wanna win something for what I mean, like you wanna win something your first season kind of thing.
But Pelestri can't do a job against Reading.
See, I think it's like it's the same thing we were talking about with Saka. Ten Hag is and the reason Ten Hag's style is like whoever's on form plays. So even with these young players, he has to play Rashford to keep that form going. He played Casemiro, to show them like, look, we're going to win a trophy and the players on form need to play. I mean, he did make changes. He brought Harry Maguire on and Lindelof And who else? Malacia. You know, again, give
Just
them
for
some minutes.
perspective, right?
Say that again.
Reading lost more games than they won this season. So you
But
should
no one's
actually
coming
be
out here
beating them.
celebrating the game,
Just
bro.
to-
I'm just saying
Yes,
that
you
I like.
are!
No, I'm saying I like the way he's managing the team. That's what I said. I like the way he's managing the team. I like the fact that the players he changed still had an effect in the game. Like Lindelof was playing well, Malacia was playing well. You know what I'm saying? And when
Maguire was exceptional. My
he
boy.
played well. Like I like
don't know,
Maguire.
man.
Send him to Atletico. I'll take him. 10
I thought
mil,
that was a
I'll take
blanket.
him.
See, I
10
think
mil, I'll
Maguire
take him.
might leave
Man,
though,
this
bro.
guy.
The way
10
he's
mil, I'll take
talking
him.
to,
Michael.
the
Let's
way
go with
he's
the rule
the
like
way
Harry
he's
Maguire. He's
talking
white.
and the way
Give me
I
10
think
mil,
Ten
I'll
Hag
take
doesn't
him.
really fuck with Maguire. I think he doesn't really like he
You think?
doesn't like his lack of
Hmm.
mobility. I think affects him the way he plays in the Ten Hag system.
He ain't
So
got a phone.
I think next season he might go.
Okay.
You know
What's
what
it
I'm
called? If I play last year, I gotta get the fuck out of there, man. Like
saying? He's young.
he played in Uruguay in the World Cup. You know what I mean? It's not like he's just some random youngster. He's actually a good player. What's it called?
I agree.
Yeah,
I
so
agree.
like he could have
I
started.
don't
Like,
think he
even
should
Anthony.
leave. I don't think he
Aha,
should leave.
hold
I don't think
on.
he should leave.
Nah,
But
this is where I asked you this question. You saying that he likes to play players on form. Let's talk about Anthony, because that man is not on form.
Lems go. I'm gonna let Lems talk first. I know his.
I'm not saying anything.
No, you say what you want to say about Anthony.
No, because when I
listening.
speak about Anthony, I am a hater. I should give him time.
Well, not
I'm
you.
giving
That's
him
on
time
text.
now.
Now explain yourself. We listening.
I'm giving him time.
What is your take on Anthony though?
I'll speak for them. Let me tell you what's going on with Anthony.
Okay,
Anthony was bought for 100 million pounds.
Sterling.
What?
The great
No, pound
British
sterling.
pound.
Make sure you say the same thing.
Great
Oh.
British pound.
The sterling, right? 100 million. That man ain't got a haircut since he came to Manchester. I don't know whether it's stress. I don't know what's going on, but he need to go check Asta Barbers or something like that. I don't know who be over there in Manchester.
Who?
One of them industry barbers. But listen to this. I understand what you're saying about playing players in form, but why is Anthony always playing? Is it because he's played with Ten Hag before in Ajax, so that's why he's playing him? But bro, that shit you tried to do against Baba Rahman, I don't know what that was. You can't let Baba Rahman get the best of you and look good on a footage in 2023. I forgot Baba Rahman was in Reading.
I forgot a lot of players are still playing. I saw them at Reading.
No,
But,
facts.
Yeah, Lems, what you saying?
What do you? No, Jay, what's the question? I want to know the question.
I'm gonna get on this with the Anthony. See, I it's two things, right? The first one, Ten Hag said, I don't know if this is just propaganda, but he said that a team wins and plays better with Anthony in the team. I don't know what he meant by that, but he stated that verbatim. The second thing is, I think he likes Anthony, bro, because any other player, when they ask him specifically, he's very short. But even when Anthony's going through his bad run of games, he still kept him on. And anytime he talks about him, he's like, yeah, he's playing well. I know him. And in the last post-match interview, he was talking about it. Anthony needs his teammates around him. They need to support him. They need to, basically show him the ropes and help him out. So that tells me that there's something that he sees in the kid. It might be because of their time in Ajax. It might be, I think is he offers what he offers defensively. That's the only reason I can think of why he keeps playing him, because there were some games he's been offering nothing offensively going forward, but he still helps out defensively. So my take is probably it's either he like something he sees in him in Ajax, or that right-hand side, he doesn't trust anyone there to operate defensively. Yeah, I think Pelestri has come on.
Because he spent 100 million on a player and doesn't want to look bad.
Because
he desperately wanted him in.
No, wait, because he pushed for the transfer, knowing it was 100 million. He still said get him regardless, and he spent. You cannot spend that much money and say, look, I'm sorry, you have to be on the bench. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was the same with Pep and Grealish last season. Opportunities to bench him for bench Sterling, never gave him a game because he had to insist on Grealish being good because he spent that much money on him.
But I feel like Anthony has only had he hasn't had that many bad games. The Arsenal one was a really bad game.
I don't know about that.
He's had some
with Nunes and Liverpool. They had Firmino on the bench, but still kept him on the bench because he had to get Nunes right. It happens, like shit like that happens. Next season he'll probably be like, look, I'm sorry. Or when Sancho comes back on form. So I'll be like, look, you have to actually send the
that's
bench.
what I'm saying.
Sancho might be leaving.
What?
Who?
But I think another thing that
Might
Anthony
leave.
has going for him is there's no one in that position that's playing well that can just readily replace him.
I think Garnacho should be starting, but that's just me.
But
Oh,
yeah,
even
but
Garnacho
Garnacho-
couldn't start. That's true.
but Garnacho is playing on the left though. He
No,
doesn't
but
really
Garnacho's
play on
good
the
on the
right.
right. He's good on the right. I've seen him on the right. He's good.
I've seen him
I've
too, but
seen
he's not.
enough.
He's
I've seen
not. He's not really
I
like.
think I think he does more
young.
than Anthony anyway, because Anthony just does me. It's like when I go from watching Mitoma, I'm like, wow. I go watch Olise, all these players, I'm like, wow, all these wingers. I look at Anthony, I'm like, it looks like like when you take a fullback and play him as a winger. This is like.
See, I think
it's just like,
sometimes
it's one of those where it's like-
the Anthony thing is over talked about too. Like the kid hasn't had like look at his numbers, bro.
Mate,
He still has
but
good
if you-
numbers, and like
mate,
he's
he
had
had 3 goals.
one bad game, bro. All the like we're talking about it like he's
No, but
I'm saying,
he's been
Pepe-
pulling out
I think-
stinkers, bro. He's
I
not
think
been pulling out
Pepe-
stinkers. He's had
If you're talking about numbers, Pepe has better numbers in his first season. So and everybody called Pepe a flop. It's like
Which
like,
Pepe
I'm
from
not-
Arsenal?
Pepe from Arsenal.
Oh wow.
Like Pepe, yeah, that's my point. It's like one of those where it's like you can say oh la la la, and then you can't troll a rival team's player when they're doing shit and they've bought him for an expensive number,
That's
and
true.
then
But-
you don't want.
But
you don't want
Anthony
you wanna
is not.
defend your
Anthony
player.
is having
Anthony
a
ha-
good. He's having good games, bro. He's
Anto-
had
no,
one. He's
Anthony-
had. He's
Anthony
had
has only
really
had one good
one
game.
bad game, and that's the
I don't know
Arsenal
about
game.
that one.
He's had one good game. He's had one good game.
Nah, fuck no.
His
Everything
debut was
else
his
is-
only good game he's
Nah.
had.
Disagree.
everything else
Yeah.
has been just been like
No, that's
Okay,
that's
like,
cap. That's
Where
cap.
can I go to find
cap.
his match ratings? and
That's
shit?
cap. That's cap.
I mean,
He's not
match-
had one
I-
good
yeah,
game, bro. He's had
I don't like.
he's
I don't
had
like these
one
matches.
bad game
I'll look for it.
and 3 like he has.
you gonna find it?
I can accept like
Yeah.
3 bad games. That's it.
Bro, you
Him-
cannot tell me the good games he's had.
I mean,
I
all the
can-
other ones he's all the other performances. I'm pretty sure he plays out a 7 out of
So
10.
you think? So you
They can
think
beatbox
that's,
it.
so you think that's so you think that's enough for 100
Guys,
million?
stop it.
It's his first season though, bro. Like, what do you expect out of the kid?
You really had
you
all
were
the
calling-
excuses.
You were calling.
No,
You
I'm
were
Knock it
saying,
calling
off.
bro.
you were calling Grealish a flop last season when it was his first season.
Bro, Grealish, like
He's
Grealish,
coming in with the receipts.
the reason I
Bro,
said Grealish
we
is a
can do
flop
this
is
all-
because I'm
There we
saying
go.
that in that team, I don't
Yo,
didn't
I
see
got it
Grealish-
right now, by the way.
What is it?
Talk to
What
us.
did you get?
So let's say against Arsenal, they gave him a 6.6. Against Palace, 6.4. Man City, 6.3. Wolves, 6.6. And Forest, 6.3. Off Chelsea, 6.8. Tottenham, 7.4. Newcastle, 6.
That man from the 6.
To be fair, he was
Yeah,
good. The
he's
Tottenham
had
game was actually
he's had no match rating higher than 7. So
Yeah.
since he's played,
Nigga from the
Yeah.
6.
What's his
Bro,
lowest? What's his
he's
lowest?
been-
his lowest was the 6.3.
That's what I'm saying. He's just been mediocre. Like he's just been.
And look
okay,
at his
like-
stat. Let me see. Like I think
No,
Anthony, he's had
no,
and how he scored
so wait,
goals
so
too.
wait.
So
You
So now
impressed with
when I
them
talk about-
shakes.
Wait, Lulu. So now I want to talk about stats. When we were in the group chat, he calls me the stat man. But when we're here, I don't mention stats at all. But he's the one that.
Mm.
Anyway,
See, moving fishy.
bro, the reason
Skip.
I'm saying that is that if you look at his season
Do
in
you
totality,
wait,
he's had
Mohammed?
bad
Wait,
games.
hold
Mate,
on,
he's
hold
only
on. So wait,
he's
guys,
just-
wait, hold on. Let me interject. Do you think he's not working because you lot don't have a striker? Because I feel like maybe that might be because Ajax, Ten Hag, he worked very well when he had a proper striker that was actually
Who was the striker at Ajax? Haller?
Haller, and then he had before Haller he had my man. What's his name again? Oh, what's his name?
Tadic?
De Jong. Is it De
It
Jong?
was
Frank.
because
is it Frank?
he's only played 2 seasons for Ajax.
He's only been 2 seasons. I think that was all Haller
And none of them he scored more than 10
and
goals.
Tadic. And yeah, even when he was in Ajax, he wasn't
He
really
didn't
that
score goals
impressive.
he didn't get double-digit assists or double-digit
Bro.
goals anyway. So
Anthony, keep doing your thing, man. Keep improving.
Madueke.
The improvements I need from Anthony is, his penetration needs to improve.
Huh?
whoa.
What? Pause. I don't know what I said, but I don't know.
Pause.
It didn't sound crazy to
One
me, but
said
pause.
penetration. Damn.
He
Bro,
said that's what
yeah.
you need from Anthony.
Whoa.
Hey, listen.
Slow down.
Enough of that.
Bro,
But
these guys, bro.
enough of that, man. Well, let's wrap it up.
Oh, yeah.
let's
Let me wrap it up this way, man. Bruno's still doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm very impressed with Bruno this season, bro. Very impressed, man. He's taking a very selfish role. He's taking up a captain's role in that team. You know what I'm saying? And everything flowing through him right now. He's playing all over the place, game in, week out, in position, out of position, pulling out, man. And Casemiro too. Very impressed with his game, bro. Very impressed. I mean, everybody knows what he does defensively, but offensively, he's been showing out a bit more. He's been doing that the whole season. I mean, the 2 goals just kind of like, just puts a sprinkle on it right now. But I feel like I've been very impressed with his ball retention and distribution. I mean, sometimes he thinks he's fucking Modric, starts putting out these crazy long passes, but he's playing well, man. And I hope the youngsters are looking at him, bro, because some of the things he does, bro, is crazy. He's kind of like a Kante, but not really. But
Who?
yeah, man. Casemiro, and just in this way to just like cover the pitch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he thought man was talking about Fred and them.
Yeah.
No, I was like, Kante in Man
He has
United.
this ability to just like move all over the pitch, and his way to like. There's even certain phases where you can see like the opposition's team has beat the press, and just the way he just like times his, the way he just approaches.
Is Man United winning the FA Cup?
Crazy. It's crazy.
Are they winning the trophy this year? The quadruple is on.
Listen, man. We are in a process of learning each other, bro. We're learning to
answer BK's question. Is you guys winning the FA Cup?
I swear they were talking about winning the Premier League. Like they had a title run.
Nah, I said Arsenal win the league. I always
No,
say
you
that.
guys
They got humbled. They got humbled.
Nah. You shouldn't be talking about being humbled.
I haven't heard that. I've said this whole season I'll be humbled, but
yeah,
with Man United, do you feel like this FA Cup you guys can make like a run in this FA Cup?
Yeah, I think we should make a good run in all the cups, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we have a good chance at all the cups. We should, go for it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how
because
it goes.
in the EFL, you guys don't know what the semis or something like that.
We're in the semis with
Y'all play who?
We already played the first game, right? With Forest.
Oh, it's too late.
So if y'all win the Carabao Cup, are you counting that as a trophy for Ten Hag in his first season?
100%.
Of course they will.
So how come when we win the Carabao Cup, it's not counted as a trophy in our
Nah, the niggas count the Carabao. Niggas don't count the Community Shield. But the cup.
No. It's the Carabao Cup that niggas have not counted because we won it like 4 years in a row. Y'all were not letting me get that one off. When I said we won the treble, nobody let me get that off. But that's a trophy.
And the World Cup too. That's the trophy,
His younger brother as well.
Look how many cups I just mentioned.
What you said?
Man said the World Cup.
Your younger brother.
You said
I ain't never heard that one before.
He said the FA Cup is a small trophy.
Nah, it is a full. This is a trophy. What do you mean?
AB said the FA Cup is not a major trophy. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's your younger brother as well.
Nah, the FA Cup is a. I mean, it depends on what you say. I think in the domestic sense, it is a major cup. Like you have 2 major cups in the domestic league, the Premier League and the FA Cup.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I count it. The league, I don't count the Community Shield, but the Carabao Cup is. It depends, bro. I'll count it for Ten Hag. I ain't gonna lie. I'll count it for in the sense that he's doing a good job.
These guys
but
the
ones I really want is the FA Cup. I want us to get the FA Cup. I'm not gonna say what never mind. But yeah, let's he's playing well and let him get the trophy. Let him get the trophies, man. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the way he's in the team.
Okay. Let's move on. What's it called? There's a quick wrap up of what happened in the FA Cup, then we get out of England. But there were some big games that happened outside of Europe that we need to touch bases on.
We need to talk about Madrido.
I mean, we won our game, so we won our game today. I don't know what you're on about. We won today.
Shout out to what's it called? Shout out to Spurs. They got through. Oh no, we'll talk about what's that guy named? The striker that they just got? John, what the fuck his name is?
Dan Juma.
Yeah, Juma. We'll talk about it when we talk about the
Juma.
Juma.
Juma Mubarak, man.
You know, sign the Musk. Shit. But
Juma,
they need prayers. I told your content needs some prayers. They signed the Musk. That's hilarious. But shout out to Spurs. They went through in the FA Cup. Shout out to what's it called? There was an upset, I feel like. Leeds, shout out to Leeds. They won 3-1. Leicester. Tillemans. We'll talk about Tillemans too in the transfer window session. Shout out to Leicester. They won that one. Fulham, Sunderland. That was a good game. Hey,
that was a
what's
good
it
game.
called?
I'm a Jallo.
Yeah, Jallo. He impressed me because I watched that game. He impressed me in that game. Do you think he has a future at Man United? Real quick?
I want to see more from him.
More.
Better than Anthony.
No, I like what he's doing now. I've already saw that. I'm glad he's doing it consistently. But
I see.
The only thing I haven't seen yet from him, which I need to, is his ability to just like in the forward, he slows the game down a little bit.
Damn, I had a tear. I don't even know
number 20, like number 21.
See, Lemsby. This is why I don't like Lemsby trolling.
The best game in the FA Cup was Wrexham and Sheffield United.
Yeah, bro, I watched that
today.
game, bro.
Yeah,
Oh my god, bro, I wanted Wrexham to win so bad. I'm so invested in Wrexham, bro. Like,
Wrexham, why are you? Oh, that's that cloud. That's a cloud team right there. That's a cloud team.
That's the Ryan Reynolds team, bro, man.
Yeah,
that's
the TikTok team.
Wait, why do y'all hate Wrexham? I don't get it.
Yeah, I
just feel like Americans to ruin football, bro. So
bro, what? You're about to get bought by an American.
No, and the stuff about
about to get split in half.
Saudi.
By two Americans.
Keep
that's nasty. That's a double burger.
Keep the football money.
The London Cowboy Blues.
Yeah,
and then Chelsea, bro. Hey, we're not gonna do that to Wrexham, man. Come on, bro. They just getting funded by Ryan Reynolds, but they're still a fully British team. What is?
You got the colonizers.
What is the beef?
Americans ruin football, bro. When they
shout out to Southampton. Speaking of Americans, I had a quick story about Rob Holding. I went to go do a job interview, and the lady that was interviewing me, she was a big soccer fan, and she said that her daughter's friend is dating Rob Holding, and shit like that. Cap. So,
You didn't call her Cappy?
Well, should we
I mean, it's not hard to believe. Shit, the way I went,
Speaking about Rob Holding, we should sell him. Speaking of selling him, damn, let's talk about transfers.
I'm like,
great segment. Great.
Damn, Rob Holding like that? Shit. Well, he can come to MLS. His girl out here. Shit.
His girl out here.
Let's do like a Factz, and then we can make it a separate video, the transfers.
Let's make that a separate video. Let's talk about, go to Napoli. Let's go to Napoli.
Yeah,
shout
Napoli. Talk about Napoli and Napoli only. We're not talking about no other Serie A
teams. Milan as well.
Damn.
No other Serie A teams. No other Serie A games.
We talk about Napoli.
We only talk about Napoli.
Losing 5-2 at home.
At home, bro. Imagine.
Clarify.
Isn't this back to back?
Sassuolo. Who the hell is Sassuolo?
Nah, Sassuolo is a decent team.
Nah, they haven't had.
Sassuolo.
The only good player is Berardi, bro. Like.
Nah, they're good as a collective.
I don't care what you say about how good Sassuolo are. AC Milan should not be losing 5-2 at home to Sassuolo.
You haven't won a home game since.
AC Milan have one win in 10 games. What's it called? Lemon, bro. Like I've stopped watching their games.
Home for the longest.
They haven't won a game in 10 games. They haven't won, bro. Like it's become comedic at this point.
It's become a Chelsea.
I thought you lost at home to Chelsea as well. Damn.
In the Champions League, yeah.
Yeah, that shit.
Nah, Chelsea's about the floor with them.
When is the expiration?
Grow up the ground. What's it called? With Napoli. Damn, how many points? 41. Damn, Napoli.
They're only 7 points ahead.
They're 13.
Yeah, they're 13. I don't know about 7.
I thought it was 7.
Yeah.
No,
they got 53 points and Inter has 40.
Oh, okay. I'm bugging then.
Yeah, if Napoli don't win this Serie A, man.
Shout out to Roma, man.
What's it called?
Roma are one of the most disappointing teams
No,
in
but
the thing.
but they're like
They're 6.
they're like 3 points behind second. That's still good.
Yeah, but we all know Roma's story every season, bro. Like,
No, but I think this is their best season.
Wait, you said Milan they lost all them games, but they're still 5th, and they only like 2 points off of Inter in second.
Yeah, the league has been very the league has been underwhelming.
Yo, if you have that type of form in the Premier League, you come in 10th. You come into you're not gonna be sitting 5th in the table. But okay. Shout out to Napoli though. We'll talk about them in the transfers.
Yeah, we talk about it too. But I saw that. I don't know if this is official, but I saw that Smalling is handed in a transfer request.
Who's Smalling?
Yeah, for Roma, which I'm shocked, but
he can't go to Spain.
Is it a transfer request or he didn't just sign his contract? I don't know.
I saw transfer. He handed in or he's about to hand in a transfer request.
Because I know, because he doesn't have his contract expires at the end of the season, and I read Inter want him because they're losing Skriniar to PSG. We'll talk about all that in the transfer.
To Skriniar, okay. Well, he better not go to Atletico Madrid because they're gonna racially abuse him over there in Atletico Madrid. Let's talk about Spain right now. Barcelona, they're doing their thing right now in La Liga. I saw this picture where it was, Pep and his like young disciples of, all the people that came under his belt or whatever. They're all doing good in the football world. So that's a big shout out to Pep. I have a theory that Pep Guardiola is a better manager than Sir Alex Ferguson, and he has done more to the game than Sir Alex Ferguson.
No, he's a better tactician, to be fair, but like as an overall manager, I'll give it to Sir Alex. But tactics alone, he's the greatest tactician of all time.
And also he's birthed managers too. I don't know who Sir Alex has birthed. He tried to bring David Moyes, that didn't work.
Carrick.
Alex has brought in more managers than any. Are you crazy, bro?
Yeah, but they're all shite.
Name me one good manager he's brought in.
They're all shite except for Carrick.
Exactly my point. When it comes to Barcelona,
BK. Oli.
BK. BK. Remember our conversation
between
Real Madrid and Barcelona.
You created some bumps.
Barely. Yes and no.
Nigga said yes.
Yes and no. Oh.
No, I remember the conversation, but if I tell you I remember what I said, I would be lying to you.
The conversation was who would win the league, and I said Barcelona because of the midfield, more experience, and you say Real Madrid.
Listen, don't worry, man.
No, Lems, we're not even gonna do that now. That was a separate conversation. Don't do that.
Don't worry.
No, it was the same. It was the same.
You said that Pedri has more experience than Tchouaméni. That was what we was talking about.
That's why they'll win the league. I said Pedri and Gavi has more experience. That's why they'll win the league over Tchouaméni and.
But you be remembering shit.
That's quite literally what you said.
I'm about to check the files. I'm not about that one.
Don't worry, bro.
I check the files on that one.
Don't worry, we're cooking, man. It will take time.
We cooking. So what? So you saying
what about that loss? What about that loss against Real Madrid? You don't want to talk about that?
Who?
That doesn't really, bro. That was the cup, man.
I said who?
Now let's talk about Atletico Madrid fans hanging Vinicius off the bridge. That's how y'all move over there in Madrid. That's how y'all do over there. Did y'all see that?
Bro, no. I don't speak on. No one speaks on the neo-Nazi ultras. No one likes them. They're just their own section. No.
Is the whole stadium ultras? Is everyone in the stadium are they?
Ultras? It's quite literally a section. It's quite literally a section. No one. If you can go online and check.
Let me see how many black players.
I got another question.
No one quite literally fucks with them. Everybody wants them banned and all, but yeah.
Why do you support Atletico Madrid knowing that they're racist like this?
That's one question.
Every single club in Spain is racist.
I believe that even Real Madrid too.
Have you heard Real Madrid doing monkey? You can Google it.
They did it to their own players. Yeah, I know.
The it's just like we're just the painted as the bad guys, and that's literally it.
No, you hang
Oh,
someone
Chelsea
off
fans
the
know
bridge.
about that.
You
Yeah,
hang
but that wasn't.
you hang
No, but
someone
that
off the
wasn't.
of the bridge. That's
But
why
that's
we
but
bringing
that's
it up.
but no, but that's what I'm saying. No, I'm
Fucking
not
hang
talking about
somebody.
I'm not talking about this
Yo,
one alone. I'm not talking about this incident alone. But like it's just like I said, like that, like the ultras alone, the ultras are not like fucked with like with the fan section, to be honest.
Man, fuck the ultras.
Because I'm going to because I'm going to Madrid on Thursday, and I'll probably go watch the Madrid the derby against Getafe.
Oh, that'd be lit.
Yeah.
You're gonna pop in there. But look, answer this question though. Do you agree that Atletico is a small club?
Wow.
Can we do transfers, please? I mean, if
I'm
we're
just
small,
asking.
wait, BK.
My
BK.
question
Yeah.
is, do you think that
My
Atletico
point
is a
is,
small club?
okay. So if we're a small club and we won the league title in the last 5 years, you haven't won it in the last 9 years. Who's a smaller club?
My question is, do you agree that Atletico is a small club?
What?
You haven't answered that question. Yes or no?
What'd you say? No, I'm no. If you answer my question,
You can't. I'm asking you a question. You asked. You haven't answered my question.
Your answer to my question would answer the question.
So I'm gonna guess is a no, because I don't understand who's Atletico's best player?
Griezmann.
Not Felix.
What?
Not
Wait, talking about right
Felix?
now?
No, I'm saying
Right
in
now,
the
it's
squad.
Griezmann.
In the squad.
Griezmann is our best player.
So Griezmann is better than Felix. He's ahead of Felix in that team.
Mate, Felix hasn't achieved a quarter of what Griezmann has achieved in his career. So
I didn't ask career. So I mean, listen. Let's just this. I don't. You dancing around this, but the fact that
I'm not dancing around
you
it.
loan out your best player midway through the season.
He wasn't. He was not even our top 6 player. There's a reason why he got loaned out, because he's not playing. There's a reason why. I love the kid. Like he's one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite young players, like ever. Like whatever. Like I have kids
But
and all
Griezmann,
that. But
Griezmann is on his
he's
way.
shit,
Griezmann
bro.
is on his way out. Though he's old. He's older. Felix is the up and coming.
He's the
star.
same age as Griezmann, Casemiro. Then Casemiro's old and he's on his way out. What are we doing?
I mean, in terms of effectiveness, like,
Griezmann,
but like you don't. But
okay,
okay, look,
you can't say all this without watching our game.
Like, but Real Madrid did not loan out. You know what I'm saying? Like when they left Casemiro, when they left Casemiro, they have 2 readily replacements there. You know what I'm saying? Like
the replacements have been shit, but okay, let's go.
But it's not the same. It's the same. You are loaning out your best player midway in the season.
He is not even our best player.
Felix.
Felix, it wasn't gonna work out in Atletico Madrid. He had to go.
But that's
he had to come to the blue side.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're not a big club if you're loaning out your best player.
You can't say he's our best player because Morata's playing better, Correa is playing better, Griezmann's playing better. Even the young kid that's in Barrios is playing better. Who else?
So you're saying that he's that bad? He's that bad. He was that bad.
He's not
to get
playing. He's
out?
on the bench. He's on the bench. You're like, oh, like if he's not gonna play and he's not really contributing when he comes on, you loan him out and save wages.
You sat here and you were singing Felix's praise.
Who?
You know what I'm saying? Like he's not that bad. He's not a bad player, bro.
He's an exceptional player.
Exactly. So why are you loaning out an exceptional player midway through the season?
Because he's not on form. He's not on form.
So if Griezmann is not on form for a couple of games, you're gonna loan him out too? Is that your motto?
It's far more complex. It's far more complex than that, but
it's complex than that. It's not a footballing thing.
Mentality. It's not fucking complex, bro. It's not.
We're a small club.
Nobody loans out your best players midway through the season, bro. That's a small club mentality.
Okay. Wait. So you're okay. So let's put it. Oh fuck! I think my AirPods are gonna die. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So let's put it this way. Let's say Rashford and what's his name? Ten Hag a beefing, right?
Fall out.
Rashford hasn't scored for the last what?
We can have a proper example. Pogba. Use 15. Pogba. Use Pogba. I say use Pogba as an example. That's a better example.
We can't hear you.
That nigga went and paused his Wi-Fi. Nigga.
That
We
was
still
Pogba's
waiting for
witch
you,
doctor.
nigga. Come talk to us. We still listening. We're waiting for you. We can't hear you, but figure out your audio.
Soon we won't hear Mohammed.
No thanks. Yeah, you better be careful.
Nah, bro, I'm ready for this.
Saying
Like,
Papa P's name. Now, what's it called? Felix and Simeone, they fell out. It wasn't gonna work out. He had to leave.
but even Simeone is that I saw reports that he's about to leave Atletico. I saw that this is his last season, I believe, right? I don't know.
But he also said
official.
that may not be true. I don't know what's going on at Atletico Madrid, but they're fourth in the league, which is not bad for a club like Atletico Madrid. It's not bad.